Canadian executives stand out head and shoulders from the rest of the world in three distinct areas, and we're excited to notice these areas. For the most part, they're positive for Canadians. The first is Canadian executives are significantly less willing to justify unethical behavior, and of course we like that. We do, in some areas where it's fairly nuanced, have a tolerance for manipulating assumptions when there's valuation. So in the survey there's reference to the areas where Canadians are perhaps a little bit more open to manipulating results, but for sure, head and shoulders above the rest of the world, we do really well in understanding ethically what's okay and what's not okay. The second area where Canadians stand out from the rest of the world is around cybersecurity. Canadians are focused on cybersecurity. Interesting to think about the reasons for that. It might have to do with our really strong financial services sector. Canadians generally are very sensitive to issues of privacy and personal information that's out there for the world to see. So we think that this is right. Canada is in many respects in the leading group around the world thinking about the risks of cybersecurity. And we are seeing directors asking management much more pointed questions about what is our plan? Do we have an action plan if we're attacked? Do we think that we've got suitable controls in place? And the third area that Canadians stand out in is around the question of deterrence. Canadians recognize that prosecution is an effective deterrent. It chills people's behavior to the extent that they might be tempted to do inappropriate things in terms of bribes and kickbacks and corruption. And there's a strong sense from the Canadians that we don't have enough in the way of prosecutions to act as a meaningful deterrent. Those are the three areas, and if I think about what are the implications for us, well, one of the things is our future growth markets are over there more than over here for many of our organizations. So as we send our executives and our management over there, we should take steps to make sure that they keep doing business the way we do business in Canada, and they don't fall into the trap of doing business in the way business is done over there, because at the end of the day, we'll be judged by our regulators over here. We should stay focused on this risk of cybersecurity. The tone at the top is important. The actions taken by directors to make sure that they're discharging their diligence over management, that's very important. On the prosecution side, I guess in a sense you could say it's a good thing we don't have lots of prosecutions because we don't have a lot of problems. But I think that understates the problem. There are issues, and certainly the business community is looking forward to more prosecutions.